Live from NBC 25 and serving all of Mid-Michigan, this is NBC 25 News.
A Michigan senator is looking to get a bill through the legislature that would offer protection for sports officials against assault during or after a game. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sadie Hughes. Thank you for joining us tonight. A state senator is proposing a bill inspired by the death of a soccer referee who was punched by a player in Livonia. The proposed bill comes 1 year after the death of 44-year-old John Benowitz. Senator Morris Hood says he decided to propose the law after referees in Southeast Michigan demanded action. Basil Saeed was charged with second-degree murder and goes on trial February 23rd, but across our region, there aren't any laws on the books to protect referees or umpires. NBC 25's Nikki Zizaza spoke to sports officials who will be impacted if this bill goes through here at home. Nikki?
Sadie, parents, fans, and players may have to think twice before they lose their temper at a sporting event. I spoke to sports officials and parents about this proposed bill that could come with jail time and a pretty hefty fine.
Play, ladies, play.
Zach Hummel is a ref because he loves it, but he's had his share of verbal confrontations with parents and players on the field.
It's nothing to me anymore. Like, it almost kind of makes me laugh sometimes. It's like, oh, ref, you're doing a terrible job. Join the club.
But after a soccer referee was punched and ultimately killed last year for tossing a player out of a game, Zach says it isn't a laughing matter.
Nobody should ever be attacked, especially when you're playing a sport.
And now a Michigan senator is proposing a measure that would make assaulting a referee a felony, punishable up to 3 years in prison with a $10,000 fine, a consequence the president of Genesee County coaches and officials agrees with.
That sends a message, and unfortunately, somebody will probably test that without knowing.
But for some parents like Ken Olson, watching their children play in a competitive sport can turn downright ugly, and he can see how bad calls can escalate into something more serious.
I've had, argued with the ref before about a bad call. Say, well, you know what, game's a little heated, you gotta calm down.
Still, Zach says it isn't always as easy to diffuse a situation on the field before it becomes violent.
Unless you're gonna have armed police officers standing there in case something bad happens.
Sadie, 23 states have similar laws already in effect. President John Motney also said from the Genesee County Coaches and Officials Association that he's been pushing for this type of measure for years, and he hopes it goes through. But he says if not, they will keep trying. Nikki Zizaza, NBC 25 News.